So it's been forever since I made a YouTube video, and I realized that, yeah, I can't even think of how long it's been since I made a YouTube video. But I figured I should make one, not only because I've been wanting to get around to making another video, also because there are some people who really need to be pointed out, because they have some issues on being butthurt dwellers. So this video is my top 3 reasons of why you shouldn't be a butthurt dweller. Okay, my first reason is not everything is as offensive as you say it is, especially if the situation does not apply to you. Again, Sarah Hulkinson, that video, she was getting butthurt about mental illnesses, saying that so many people are offended by it. Half the people that you're...
Merchandise!
Yes, merchandise. Half the people that you're applying to aren't that offended. Actually, I know some people who have those mental illnesses who would actually laugh at that merchandise, thinking it's funny. So,
Link in the description.
Yes, don't get your feelings all up in a wad because you think that that's somewhat offensive to people who actually wouldn't find it that offensive. Before you want to make a rant video, ask yourself a rant video about the mental illness thing. Ask yourself these 2 questions. Does this apply to you? Are you actually that offended? Then holy crap, people, get that stick out of your butt. Okay, my second reason is, why do you have to speak for everyone whenever you get butthurt? Like, I know people are going to watch this and be like, you're doing the same exact thing. There are people who have actually said that they are not that offended by things that other people get offended by for them. You don't have to speak for everybody. Like, you see something and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get offended because this could offend somebody out in the world. I'm just gonna be so offended for them. So let me take this cactus. You see this cactus right here? See this invisible cactus? Yeah, just let me, like, open my butthole and shove it right up in there. Seriously, people, you don't even know them. Why? I don't get why it has to be so... Why? Okay. Third reason, I know I said 3 reasons. The third reason isn't really a reason. I have a question to all of you butthurt viewers, and I know I've mentioned her quite a few times, but especially Sarah Hulkinson. How awkward would it be if one of those people that you're claiming would be so offended by what you're getting offended for them over? How awkward would it be if one of them came up to you face to face and was like, you know, this isn't really that offensive to people who this actually applies to. Stop being so butthurt. You would feel really stupid, I'm pretty sure, because that subject actually applies to that person, and they're the ones having to tell you that that's not that offensive. That would be a very awkward situation. Talk about awkward encounters. By the way, just so you know, it might come as a shock to some of you butthurt viewers, but this was not meant to offend anybody. It's just something I feel like had to be said. So if you are offended and haven't exited out of the video yet, take the stick out of your butt, people. I don't care if you're offended, honestly. I do not care whatsoever at all. So, stop. Also, the Coding comic is the best. She's awesome, and she made almost everything with it. Madison, why did you want me to say this?
That's not in the script!
Well, that's been all of my top 3 reasons of why you should not be a butthurt dweller. So that's all for tonight, folks. Good night.